Hello children, welcome to online classes. Today on the second day of our class, we will proceed with next topic of chapter 1, nutrition in plant. Non-green plants are heterotroph. Most of these plants do not contain chlorophyll. Therefore, they depend on other living organisms for their nutrition. According to their mode of nutrition, heterotrophic plants can be divided into four groups as shown. The first one is parasitic plant, second saprophytic plant, third insectivorous plant, and last is symbiotic plant. Now let us see what is heterotrophic mode of nutrition. There are some plants which do not have chlorophyll. They cannot synthesize their food like humans and animals. Such non-green plants depend on the food produced by other green plants. This is called heterotrophic mode of nutrition. Now let us see the other mode of nutrition, that is parasitic. Cuscuta is a non-green plant. It is also known as amarbel. It does not have chlorophyll. It cannot make its own food. Its long, yellowish, thread-like stems twine around the stem and branches of the tree on which it climbs. The plant like Cuscuta which obtain the ready-made food is called a parasite, and the organism from whose body the food is obtained is called the host. Cuscuta is a total parasite. So children, the mode of nutrition in which some plants live in or on the body of other living organisms and derive their ready-made food from them is called parasitic nutrition. Now let us see the next mode of nutrition, that is symbiotic. Here you can see the picture of a plant, lichen plant. Lichens are the most amazing form of life. A lichen is actually composed of two distinct organisms, algae and fungi, which live and work together. The algae contain chlorophyll and make their own food. The fungi share the food made by the algae. The fungi in return provide protection, water and minerals to the algae. So children, the association in which two different types of organisms live and work together for their mutual benefit is called symbiosis. Now let us see one very interesting special mode of nutrition. Here on the screen there are pictures of insectivorous plant. The first one is pitcher plant and the second one is Venus flytrap. Now let us see what exactly they are. Insect eating plants are called insectivorous plant like pitcher plant and Venus flytrap. They are generally green plants, therefore they can prepare their own food. But for preparing proteins, they cannot get nitrogen from the surroundings. The insect on which they feed fulfill their nitrogen requirement. Now let us see pitcher plant. In a pitcher plant, the leaf lamina is modified to form a pitcher-like structure. The apex of the leaf is modified into a lid which can open and close the mouth of the pitcher. Inside the pitcher there are hairs which are directed downward. When an insect lands on the pitcher, the lid closes and the trapped insect gets entangled in the hair. The insect is digested by the digestive juices secreted in the pitcher. So here on the screen there are few pictures of insectivorous plant and parasitic plant. The first two pictures are the Drosera and Venus flytrap. They are insectivorous plant, and the last one is a parasitic plant, that is Cuscuta. Now let us see the other mode of nutrition, that is saprotrophic mode of nutrition. Some non-green plants obtain their nutrients from dead and decaying organic matter of plants and animals. Such plants are usually white in color and have no leaves at all. So, the mode of nutrition in which the non-green plants obtain their nutrients from dead and decaying organic matter of plants and animals is called saprotrophic nutrition. Now children, let us see the difference between autotrophs and heterotrophs. Autotrophs are able to prepare their own food because they contain chlorophyll, but heterotrophs, they are not able to prepare their own food because they do not contain chlorophyll. So children, here are the differences between autotrophs and heterotrophs? You need to read it properly and write in your notebook. Now, there are few questions which you need to solve in your notebook. Hope you all understood the topic. Children, note down the today's homework, think and answer these questions and write in your notebook.